Okay, it's a great day to be in real estate. This is Duane, Beisner, sales manager and sales representative for ERA Real Estate. For the quote of the day, action without study is fatal. Study without action is futile, by Mary Beard. Okay, so for the joke of the day, an Indian walks into a cafe with a shotgun in one hand, pulling a male buffalo with the other. He says to the waiter, "Me want coffee." Waiter says, "Sure, chief, coming right up." He gets the Indian a tall mug of coffee. The Indian drinks the coffee down in one gulp, turns and blasts the buffalo with the shotgun, causing parts of the animal to splatter everywhere. Then he just walks out. The next morning, the Indian returns. He has his shotgun in one hand, pulling another male buffalo with the other. He walks up to the counter and says to the waiter, "Me want coffee." The waiter says, "Whoa, Tonto, we're still cleaning up the mess from yesterday. What was that all about anyway?" The Indian smiles and proudly says, "Me training for management position. Come in, drink coffee, shoot the bull, leave mess for others to clean up, disappear for the rest of the day." And that's poking myself, fun at myself as well, because I am a manager. Anyway, for the business tip of the day, 3 things to know: outsource, automate, and delegate. Think about it. And here's the Darwin Award of the day. Who would park the car on a busy freeway in heavy fog for a quickie? All right, so picture this. A young couple driving on the Via Dutra, the major freeway in Brazil with tons of heavy traffic, at 6 a.m. under heavy fog. The couple decided to park the car for dating, according to the charming Google translation. And yes, they parked in the right lane of the freeway, not on the shoulder or at a gas station. And naturally, a huge cargo truck comes by and runs over the car, immediately killing both inside during the act. Okay, so double Darwin. 2 people making 2 obviously stupid decisions, and natural selection acts at the very moment the 2 are reproducing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now for the social commentary, 5 Secrets to Business Success by Richard Branson for Entrepreneur Magazine. So this is what he said in his article. "I'm often asked if I found the secret, or at least a consistent answer, to successfully building a business over my career. So I've spent some time thinking about what characterizes so many of Virgin's successful ventures, and importantly, what went wrong when we did not get it right. Reflecting across 40 years, I've come up with 5 secrets. Number 1, enjoy what you're doing. Because starting a business is a huge amount of hard work, requiring a great deal of time. You had better enjoy it. When I started Virgin from a basement flat in West London, I did not set out to build a business empire. I set out to create something I enjoyed that would pay the bills. There was no great plan or strategy. The name itself was thought up on the hoof. One night, some friends and I were chatting over a few drinks and decided to call our group Virgin, as we were all new to business. The name stuck and had a certain ring to it. A businesswoman or a businessman is not unlike an artist. What you have when you start a company is a blank canvas. You have to fill it. Just as a good artist has to get every single detail right on the canvas, a businessman or a businesswoman has to get every single little thing right when first setting up a business in order to succeed. However, unlike a work of art, the business is never finished. It constantly evolves. If a business person sets out to make a real difference to other people's lives and achieves that, he or she will be able to pay the bills and have a successful business to boot. Number 2, create something that stands out. Whether you have a product, a service, or a brand, it's not easy to start a company and to survive and thrive in the modern world. In fact, you've got to do something radically different to make a mark today. Look at the most successful businesses of the last 20 years. Microsoft, Google, or Apple, for example, all shook up a sector by doing something that hadn't been done before and by continually innovating. Now they're among the dominant forces. Number 3, create something that everybody who works for you is really proud of. Businesses generally consist of a group of people, and they are your biggest assets. Number 4, be a good leader. As a leader, you have to be a really good listener. If you need to know in your own mind that there is no point in imposing your views on others without some debate. No one has a monopoly on good ideas or good advice. Get out there, listen to people, draw people out, and learn from them. As a leader, you've got to be extremely good at praising people. Never openly criticize people, never lose your temper, and always lavish praise on your colleagues for a job well done. People flourish if they're praised. Usually, they don't need to be told when they've done something wrong because most of the time you already know it. If somebody's not working out, don't automatically throw him or her out of the company. A company should genuinely be a family. Go see if there's another job within the company that suits them better. On most occasions, you'll find something for every single kind of personality. Number 5, be visible. A good leader does not get stuck behind a desk. I've never worked in an office. I've always worked from home, but I get out and about meeting people. It seems I'm traveling all the time, but I always have a notebook in my back pocket to jot down questions, concerns, or good ideas. If I'm on a Virgin Atlantic plane, I make certain to get out and meet all the staff and as many of the passengers as I can. If you meet a group of Virgin Atlantic crew members, you're always going to have at least 10 suggestions or ideas. If I don't write them down, I might remember only one the next day. But by writing them down, I remember all 10. Get out, shake hands with all the passengers in the plane, and again, there are going to be people who had a problem or have a suggestion. Write it down, make sure you get their names, get their email addresses, and make sure the next day that you respond to them. Now for the real estate news, great article. California housing prices on the rebound by Les Christie of CNN Money. The national housing market is shrouded in uncertainty, but in California there are glimmers of stability. Home prices are rising in virtually every corner of the state. They've climbed for 9 consecutive months. Got that? 9 consecutive months. And in July, they posted a 10.4% gain year over year. That puts the state's median price at $315,000, nearly twice the national median of $183,000. And the news is even better in coastal cities. San Francisco posted the biggest gain of any U.S. metro over the past year, rising 14.3%. The median price there is now more than $607,000. Meanwhile, San Diego has climbed 11.2%, median price $389,000, and Los Angeles jumped 9.2%, median price $345,000. Meanwhile, Florida, Arizona, and Nevada, California erstwhile bubble state partners, continue to struggle. So where is the Golden State strength coming from? Quote unquote, I think it comes from the fact that prices went down so far and so quick, said Leslie Appleton Young, who is the California Association of Realtors chief economist. That left a lot of people here saying, wow, affordable California housing. However, a quick home price rebound was delayed by the crush of foreclosures that accompanied the subprime mortgage meltdown. California real estate had become so expensive that a basic single-family home required many buyers to overextend themselves with exotic loans. That is no longer the case. Most of the subprime-related distressed properties have been flushed from the system. And when a foreclosure does hit the market, it's snapped up right away. The median days it took to sell a home in July was just 44 days. Lightning fast. It's the dearth of supply for distressed properties that put pressure on home prices, said Appleton Young. More than half the homes on the market last year drew multiple offers. More than half of the homes on the market last year in California drew multiple offers. Plus, the California economy is picking up. Even in a recession, it has remained one of the world's 10 largest economies, mainly because it's driven by every major industry: aerospace, tech, software, finance, agriculture, tourism, you name it, we've got it. So as more of those industries recover and employment picks up, demand for housing will jump. Another factor that's helped lift prices is a trend towards more short sales. Fewer of those distressed properties are going all the way through the foreclosure process. The shift to short sales in itself would increase home prices, said Mark Goldman, who teaches real estate at San Diego State University. Goldman added that California markets are generally more constrained than any of the other bubble states. Florida and Nevada, for example, still have room to develop and grow in most areas. Arizona, too. But the lack of developable land is especially acute in California, pushing home prices up. That we know. For home sellers in other states, what's happening in California is encouraging. Trends often begin on the coast, so they're hoping the recovery will roll eastward. Whatever. Anyway, this is Duane signing off. Happy trails to you. As always, I'm proud to be an American.